Welcome to JMW's Inside Man YouTube channel from JMW Solicitors. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and keep the conversation going in the comments section. Please also download the JMW Inside Man podcast from your podcast supplier. Now, with the recent success of the Lionesses in the Euro 2022 competition, women's sport is more and more in focus. Lucy Marlow specialises in intellectual property law and has an interest in sport as well. So, Lucy, tell me more about the role of technology in women's sport.
Well, plays a critical role in raising the profile of women's sport, and whether that's performance levels, new audiences, increasing participation, and creating new business opportunities. So business owners out there in the tech space, it's a great opportunity that exists.
Now, given the unique requirements of women in sport, what opportunity does this create for sports technology?
Well, there are obviously physiological differences, and what that means is there are specific opportunities for technology to exploit, to tailor technology specific for women in sport. So just by way of example, women are more likely to suffer ACL injuries than men, yet the body of research around this is very scarce. So there's one opportunity. Also, the technology that's used in smart mouth guards that can detect concussions, so very relevant for rugby, is often based upon male-centric data, which limits the effectiveness of these mouth guards. So again, another opportunity exists here. And obviously women have different levels of estrogen, and what that means is that women should have different eating patterns, sleep often differently, and respond to training differently. So once again, this is another opportunity for technology to tackle in the sporting field.
It sounds like there's lots of opportunity out there. So what would you say to business owners, innovators who are watching now and would like to get involved? How can we help?
Well, as an IP solicitor, this is my area of specialism. So if you've got a great idea, perhaps you've come up with a new product or you're developing a prototype, it's really important that you get your IP house in order. In particular, before you go off and launch your product, it's important that you gain advice, because, for example, if you launch a product and it's made available to the public, that could defeat certain IP applications, such as a patent, because it's no longer novel, and that's one of the requirements to gain a patent. So first of all, it's important to review what you've created to see what rights you may wish to gain. So for example, an innovative product may be capable of patent protection. You could apply for a design to protect the appearance of the product. And also you could apply for a brand. You may have your core brand, but for this particular product, you may want to launch a smaller sub-brand. And these are all things that we can advise on and help our clients with.
Lucy, thank you very much for your insight. And if you'd like to contact Lucy, you can email insideman@jmw.co.uk or call 0161 82 81 999. Please also subscribe to the JMW Inside Man YouTube channel from JMW Solicitors and download the JMW Inside Man podcast from your podcast provider. I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man.